Hold on to your hats, folks, because things just got very interesting in Washington. A U.S. judge has slammed the brakes on a controversial White House plan. This plan would have allowed for the mass firing of federal workers. Yes, you heard that right. Mass firings. The judge's decision has sent shockwaves through the government. It's a major win for federal employees who were facing uncertainty and fear. This case highlights the tension between the White House's desire for greater control over the federal workforce and the rights of those workers. It's a story about power, politics, and the people caught in the middle. So buckle up because it's going to be a bumpy ride. The White House argued that its plan was all about efficiency. They claimed it would cut through red tape and make the government more responsive to the needs of the people. Supporters of the plan argued that it would help to eliminate waste and improve performance in the federal government. They believed that streamlining the federal workforce and making it easier to remove underperforming employees would ultimately benefit everyone. However, critics saw it very differently. They argued that this plan was nothing more than a power grab, a way for the White House to remove career civil servants and replace them with political loyalists. The judge in this case agreed with the critics. He ruled that the White House's plan violated the Constitution. The judge found that the plan gave the executive branch too much power over the hiring and firing of federal employees. He argued that this tipped the balance of power in a way that was unacceptable and potentially dangerous. The judge's ruling was a strong affirmation of the importance of an independent civil service. It sent a clear message that the rights of federal workers cannot be trampled on, even in the name of efficiency or political expediency. This decision has far-reaching implications for the future of the federal workforce and the relationship between the executive and judicial branches of government. For now, federal workers across the country are breathing a sigh of relief. The judge's ruling has provided them with a temporary reprieve from the fear of mass firings. Unions representing federal employees have hailed the decision as a victory for their members and for the integrity of the civil service. They argued that the White House's plan would have had a devastating impact on morale and productivity within the federal government. However, the fight is far from over. The White House has vowed to appeal the ruling, setting the stage for a protracted legal battle. This uncertainty means that federal workers will continue to live with a cloud hanging over their heads. The outcome of this case will have profound implications for their livelihoods and the future of the federal government. The White House expressed disappointment with the judge's decision, calling it a setback for their efforts to reform the federal government. They argued that the ruling would hamstring their ability to implement their agenda and deliver on promises made to the American people. Some White House officials even hinted that the judge's decision was politically motivated. They suggested that the judge was biased against the administration and had overstepped his authority. The White House's defiant response signals their determination to fight this ruling all the way to the Supreme Court if necessary. On the other side of the aisle, federal employee unions were ecstatic. They celebrated the judge's ruling as a major victory for workers' rights. Union leaders argued that the White House plan was a blatant attack on the civil service and a dangerous attempt to politicize the federal workforce. They vowed to continue fighting any attempts to undermine the rights and protections of their members. This victory has energized federal unions and strengthened their resolve to resist any future attempts to weaken the power of organized labor. The battle lines have been drawn, and the stage is set for a showdown between the White House and the unions. This case is far from over. The White House has already indicated that it will appeal the judge's ruling. This means that the legal battle over the fate of federal workers will continue, likely for months or even years. The outcome of this case will have a significant impact on the balance of power in Washington. It will also shape the future of the federal workforce for generations to come. The stakes are high, and both sides are digging in for a long fight. What do you think about this case? Should the White House be able to fire federal workers en masse? Or is the judge right to protect the rights of these workers? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This is a crucial issue that affects all of us. This story is still developing, and we'll be following it closely. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for all the latest updates. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Thanks for watching.